scholar in Middle Eastern studies, Ethan Klein, demonstrates his vast knowledge by explaining how Iran is the source of all evil.
Whatever you think about Israel, Iran is bad or worse. They are the fucking evil. They are the evil fucking. They are the reason for all this bullshit. Like Hamas, Hezbollah, who
Iran created Hamas.
They're all attacking under the direction of Iran. They are all being these jihadists, fucking Islamists, like mega, like these ultra, you know, I don't even know how to say it, militant, super religious zealots, right? This is all coming from Iran under their direction, you know? So, you know, and what's interesting is that even you know who hates Iran, the Iranian government the most? Iranians.
The people.
Every fucking Iranian you ask is like, fuck them. I can't wait for them to be gone. I see a lot of activists supporting Israel who are Iran, or supporting Israel in this conflict against Iran specifically, not supporting the horrific crimes. Yeah. What? So what?
The Ayatollah.
No, the Ayatollah is evil. Everybody hates the Ayatollah.
Right.
They fuck.
I like the idea that if you think that the people in power are evil, you can just start killing civilians. Like, you know, I think a lot of people would agree that Trump is not great for this country or for the world. Can you imagine if a terrorist organization like the IDF bombed civilian areas in America? Well, you don't have to imagine it. You can look at 9/11. This idea that, oh, well, if the people who live there don't like the leadership in that country, oh, it's all fine and dandy to just like kill as many civilians as you want in that region.
These guys, you know what I mean? Like, and so far it does seem like the strikes that Israel's done in Iran, from what I can tell, have been very targeted.
Very strategic. It seems they've been playing it for a long time.
So there's not, you know,
Iran created
there's
Hitler.
not
Did you miss that in your history
as far as I've heard any.
They are the source of all evil.
Iran created Hitler. Fuck.
Believe it or not, Iran.
Oh my God. Palpatine is... Iran created Fuck. I must have missed that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not knowing that. I apologize.
Or at least not massive civilian casualties in Iran.
I heard of civilian casualties. I mean, nothing obviously compared to Gaza, but it's definitely more targeted.
Where did you hear that? Because I haven't seen that.
I like the disbelief that he has that, like, the country that would set off pagers and kill and wound and maim hundreds of civilians would definitely never attack a single civilian.
Wall Street Journal, let me see. I believe it was Wall Street Journal. Let me see.
Can you pass that? Dude, fuck the Ayatollah.
They're terrible.
They're like the worst. They are the problem with every fucking thing in that. It's funny. I feel like everyone blames a lot on Israel. And listen, Israel is...
They literally striked first before fucking talks on Sunday. Oh my God. I don't know what world you have to live in that Israel strikes Iran in Tehran, hits their nuclear facilities, kills I don't know how many scientists and commanders and diplomats, and then has the audacity to say, I don't know why everyone's so mad at Israel. Like,
the Marlboros are gone.
Marlboros are gone, people. Like, what the fuck? GB Cats, thank you for the 20 gift subs, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That Israeli airstrike was promised to Israel 2,000 years ago. Oh. I should have considered that Israel always has a right to defend itself, even in instances where it's not defending itself. Fuck shit. I need all evidence from my special snowflake. Everyone else, well, they're evil. Yeah, I don't.
A shit stir.
GB Cats, thank you again for the 20 gift subs. It's very generous of you.
But Iran is like is this driving force behind Hamas.
What do you even say to something that's totally, completely untrue? What do you even say to the sentence, Iran is the driving force behind Hamas? Like, what is there to say?
And I think the Ayatollah is evil. You know what I mean? So getting rid of them would not be a bad thing at all.
Yeah, who cares? You know what? Yeah, you're right. We should do the same for American foreign policy. You know, if other countries think like Donald Trump is the root of a lot of evil, yeah, who cares how many American civilians die? That sounds like a good policy to you, Ethan Klein. You're clearly describing it here for Iran. You clearly don't give a fuck. You haven't spent even one moment trying to defend the people of Iran, trying to defend the lives that were lost in Iran. But it's okay because the Ayatollah is evil, right? That's what matters. That's what matters above everything else. So who cares how many civilians die? I'm sure you feel that way about, I don't know, other countries that have arrest warrants out for their prime ministers. I'm sure you have a non-hypocritical stance on this. And it's so bad that I'm going to show you guys. It's kind of insane. Apparently, a 50-month member got their super chat deleted when Ethan Klein was talking about how Iran is the root of all evil. And this person said, as someone married to an Iranian whose entire family still lives there, please don't simplify it to Iranians are crazy, Iranians are violent. And then this also, hold up. Well, we'll get back to that actually. They said it, I guess, during this segment.
Mohammed Bagheri and the great Salami. I don't know anything about him, but I've heard that name a lot. Hussein Salami? Salami?
Salami.
Salame. Does that mean hello or something?
I don't know.
Oh.
My brother's fiance is a Salami.
Oh, they don't speak Arab. They speak Persian. It's like a whole different thing, right?
Of Farsi.
Farsi, right? Yeah.
Major General Mohammed Pakpour swiftly promoted to replace Soleimani as Guards commander vowed retaliation in the letters of the Supreme Leader. The gates of hell will open to the child-killing regime.
I'm sorry, did I hear that right? Maybe I didn't hear that right.
Of Farsi.
Farsi, right? Yeah.
Major General Mohammed Pakpour swiftly promoted to replace Soleimani as
Soleimani. He just decided he was going to add a couple letters, just making sure I'm not hallucinating.
Guards commander vowed retaliation in the letters of the Supreme Leader. The gates of hell will open to the child-killing regime. So it's, yeah, it seems like there's going to be some civilian deaths there, which is, you know, fucked. But I do think people need to remember just how central Iran is to all this shit. Like they don't get to like fund all these terrorist groups to set their agenda, to push everybody into violence, to hijack the government of Gaza. They're the reason there's no fucking, there's no shelters, that all the money sent to Gaza is misappropriated on military operations. That's all from Iran, dude.
Also,
Me when I just make shit up?
I just want to mention that you said that Iran doesn't have any friends. They do. They have Russia. And
This was captioned, Ethan Klein justifies killing of Iranian civilians. There seems to be, like, there's going to be some civilian deaths there, but... And then here's the follow-up from this tweet, or from this...
Major General Mohammed
Super chat
Bagheri
member.
is bad. And the great Salam.
Stop. 50-month member. Hey, I'm a 52-month member, and it's going to be my last. I'm devastated because they banned me for my chat, LOL. I guess I just feel really duped in a way because I literally criticized them one episode and then said I'm banned. I didn't even say anything crazy or out of pocket. I'm literally just so sad about this. And then, oh my God, the jokes write themselves. In an effort to try and reduce the spam and low-quality content on the sub, we've decided to remove this post. Okay.
I see a lot of activists supporting Israel who are Iran, or supporting Israel in this conflict against Iran specifically, not supporting the horrific
The
crimes.
Ayatollah.
Yeah. What? Say what?
The Ayatollah.
No, the Ayatollah is evil.
Yeah.
Everybody hates the Ayatollah.
Right.
They fuck these guys. You know what I mean? Like, And so far, it does seem like the strikes that Israel's done in Iran, from what I can tell, have been very targeted.
Very strategic. It seems they've been playing it for a long time.
So there's not, you know, there's not, as far as I've heard, any, or at least not massive civilian casualties in Iran.
I heard of civilian casualties. I mean, nothing obviously compared to Gaza, but it's definitely more targeted.
Where did you hear that? Because I haven't seen that.
Wall Street Journal. Let me see. I believe it was Wall Street Journal.
Anyways, we saw the rest of that clip. And then this.
I want to say that, you know.
To be clear, they brought down a building and killed 60 people, 20 of which were kids.
Whatever you think about Israel, Iran is bad or worse. They are the fucking evil. They are the evil fucking. They are the reason for all this bullshit. Like Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis. They're all attacking under the direction of Iran. They are all being these
Funded by
jihadists,
them.
fucking Islamists, like mega, like these ultra, you know, I don't even know how to say it, militant, super religious zealots, right? This
Just fully mask off. Fuck it. Why not?
is all coming from Iran under their direction, you know? So, you know, and what's interesting is that even you know who hates Iran, the Iranian government the most? Iranians.
The people.
Every fucking Iranian you ask is like, fuck them. I can't wait for them to be gone.
Yeah, and I'm sure all those people are like, yeah, you know what would really save us? If Israel bombed the shit out of our country. Then we would become saved. Yeah, that's what every Iranian says. It's just true. If you talk to an Iranian, that's what they say. Also, it's like you're so detached from reality and you've clearly never spoken to a single Iranian person if you genuinely think that Iranians hate their government more than they hate Israel. Like, you are functionally incorrect. You're just foundationally incorrect. And they don't like their government. And they really don't like their government. So that should tell you something about their opinion of Israel. Yeah, this was a good post. I was born in Iranian prison. My parents were held in their jails. My uncles lie in their mass graves. Nothing you can tell me about the crimes of the Iranian regime that I haven't lived in blood and bone. That doesn't mean I want my people bombed, maimed, or killed, their homes in ruins. If your vision of liberation only comes to the destruction of innocent lives, it's not freedom you're after. Absolutely. Just absolutely. Besides the fact that he's wrong about this, it's funny how everyone can be against their own government except Israelis. Oh, man. Yeah. I like how it wasn't even like 24 hours and they immediately... Ariana Jasmine is Iranian, hates the Iranian government, hates Israel more. I didn't know that she was Iranian. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Listen, I don't want to get too deep into it, but like, just please, if you know Iranian people in your life, I'm sure they would be happy to talk to you about it. All right? I'm sure they would be happy to talk to you about it and tell you their opinions of Israel. I like how not even 24 hours after the strikes in Iran, and already in the Our Israel subreddit, they decided to go full Hitler particles and say, who's ready for a copy-pasted image of a child crying in debris, maybe AI generated, to be posted tomorrow to gain sympathy? Okay. All right. Yeah. There's good news at the end of this chat. All right. There is some fun stuff at the end of this, I promise. But before we get there, There was one other thing that I wanted to show you guys. This was fucking crazy. This is one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life. I really genuinely cannot believe that Hila Klein had the audacity to tweet this out. Female pilot who participated in the attack on Iran, Israeli women are heroes. But saying you criticize Israel for killing hundreds of thousands of people in Gaza is, in their eyes, in Ethan and Hila Klein's eyes, supporting Hamas. Hila's Instagram story. I've always been a supporter of the podcast, and I know they don't mean harm in any way.
Feminism, DNMM.
They say the next bomb will come from a woman. It makes you really feel like you're a part of history. I know they don't mean harm in any way, and they intend to say things about Iran, but just as passionate as they feel to be Israeli, I feel as an Iranian. The Iranian government is absolute dog shit. Mullahs that run it are diabolical tyrants, and I agree with them. Most Iranians hate their own government, but don't forget that a lot of us still have family there, just as you do in Israel. We went 2 nights without hearing from our family members, not knowing if they're going to be okay or not, because the internet's been cut there. So I'm not sure if the best words to call one of the pilots who carried out the attack as a hero, because I would not say the same for the Iranian military. Yes, Iran needs to be taken down, but not through civilians. I don't know, maybe I'm a bit naive in all of this, but I just wanted to see if anyone felt the same way. And then I wouldn't be surprised if these, I'm not even going to speculate. I'm not going to speculate. I like how it's a 50-50 if any individual post gets deleted. Any post criticizing the H3 show, it's like a 50-50 if it gets deleted. But not even a few hours later, immediately co-posting, she did nothing wrong. I'm seeing some of the top posts feel an incredible amount of context is being ignored here. She's not celebrating Israel's actions. Okay. Israel's actions in Iran have been to attack their military leader, military infrastructure, and nuclear infrastructure. This is because Iran has been developing nuclear weapons and because Iran's government considers Israel to be a cancerous tumor that must be... Oh, Israel says so? Oh, then sure, let's let them do whatever they want. They're the ones saying it. They've never lied ever before. Of course. Sure, why not? Sure. Dude, and then talking about nuclear weapons at all, ever, with regard to, like, Iran, when we've literally been getting told for 20 years, they're going to have it any minute now. Iran is going to have nuclear weapons any day now. It's going to be this weekend. It's going to be the next weekend. It's going to be any day now. I just want to show all of you this really, really great, ancient clip, by the way. From Mehdi Hassan on nukes in Israel.
How many nuclear weapons does Iran have as of today?
Right now, I hope none.
Okay, how many does Israel have?
No idea.
No idea? You were in the government. They don't tell you that stuff.
No idea.
Who do they tell?
No idea.
Do you recognize the hypocrisy of Israel having a secret illicit nuclear weapons program that it won't open up its doors to and won't talk about, and then lecturing everyone else in the region about nuclear weapons?
Absolutely not. You know why?
You talked about hypocrisy. If an Iranian guest came on my show and I asked him about Iran's nuclear program, he said, I don't know, I'm not going to talk about it. Would you be okay with that? You'd be outraged.
Of course.
And you sit here as a former minister of the Israeli government saying, oh, I don't know, never talked about nukes with anyone.
Because there was like 16 United Nations Security Council resolutions against Iran.
And there is against Israel. And there is against Israel as well.
About
your nuclear program.
No.
Yes, there is. UN Resolution 487. Let me read it to you. The UN Security Council in 1981 says, calls upon Israel urgently to place its nuclear facilities under the safeguards of the IAEA. Why haven't you done that?
Because
Iran has never attacked a neighbor.
This is the most brutal execution I've ever seen on television. I'm surprised that this is legal. Ethan Klein would call this conversation anti-Semitic. He would say these fucking Arabs are committing hate crimes against an innocent Jewish person that did nothing wrong ever in their life. Yeah. Like, dude, to say that it's only a problem that Iran might develop nukes because other countries have said that they shouldn't have nukes, and Israel, it's never been said to Israel, and then you literally pull out a fact sheet proving this person wrong, and they're like, well,
Done that.
Because
Iran has never attacked a neighbor. Israel has repeatedly attacked its neighbors. Iran signed the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Israel has refused to sign. Iran submits to inspection by the International Nuclear Energy Agency. Israel refuses to submit. Iran has no nuclear weapons. Israel has between 75 and 400 nuclear weapons. So Israel poses an existential threat to Iran. For the last 40 years, Israel has conducted a systematic campaign of disinformation about
Don't show Ethan Klein this Avi Shlaim clip.
Iran. Why the lies? Why the double standards? Why the hypocrisy?
Don't show him that. Okay? This conversation is anti-Semitic and it's defamation. Avi called CPS. Avi did CPS, remember that. I wanted to highlight this as well. It's pretty tone deaf to talk about Iran being repressive to their own people when Trump is currently trying to deploy Gestapo forces to kidnap migrants and beating anyone protesting it. So should the Ayatollah send drones to liberate the people of America? It's so absurd to talk about whether or not a government is oppressive and whether or not that gives you the right to what? Carpet bomb them? Like, what a joke. Oh, it's obscene. It's obscene. And then, like, on that note, really quickly, this was brutal.
But you can't police people.
On the conversation of repressing Americans.
People for being anti-Israel or pro-Israel. You can police people for violating the law. And we have seen some of that with some of these protests.
Okay, so you agree that people who break in and vandalize a building should be prosecuted?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm just checking because you did help raise money for people who did so on January 6th, which was, you know, impeding an official proceeding, breaking into a building that they weren't allowed to be in, and vandalizing the Capitol.
Well, Caitlin, I know that this is the obsession of the national media to talk about what happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago on January 6th.
It's not an obsession. I'm just seeing if it's a double standard.
No, let me answer the question, Caitlin. I mean, look, here's been my basic argument about January the 6th. If you beat up a cop, of course you deserve to go to prison. If you violate,
you can see him eyeing that lollipop off screen. He's like, "Mine lolly. I'm being humiliated. Where is mine lolly?" Dude, I love it was so long ago. The January 6th insurrection, that was like 2 years ago. 3 years ago. It's so long ago. Are you kidding me? It's not even worth thinking about anymore. Ancient history, basically.
violated the law.
And yeah, sorry, really quickly, just to highlight this. It's why people post the "what if you were gay in Gaza" meme. Them defending these bombings going, they hate women and LGBTQ. Like, okay, so does the US. We repealed Roe v. Wade. Should every Muslim country start carpet bombing us? Like, half the people you talk to in the South think that gay people shouldn't get married because it's not fair to straight people. Well, I guess if there are backwards opinions in a country, other countries are allowed to carpet bomb them to liberate them. Also, the people who say that are the people that want to kill gay and trans people the most. And yeah, like the actual reasonable conversation to have about this. But they dishonest actors don't have any reason to engage honestly. But you're correct. This is the way to engage honestly. If you are talking to someone in your personal life, don't you think that they're too busy, I don't know, trying to survive? And they can't exactly, I don't know, improve the social dynamics for queer people in the country if they're too busy trying to survive? Like, do I need to pull up a fucking chart of Maslow's hierarchy of needs here really quickly? I know, shocking. People need food, water, like a home, safety, shelter, before they can consider social issues. Personally, I would say food might be a little bit more of a priority. All right, let's continue in this.
You should suffer the consequences. But there are people who protested on January the 6th who have had the complete weight of the Justice Department thrown at them when at worst they're accused of misdemeanors. Now, again, there are people who are accused of worse offenses, and that's a problem. But you can't have Black Lives Matter protesters who rioted and vandalized go free when you have people who were actually peacefully protesting on January the 6th who have the book thrown at them. That's the double standard that I'm most worried about.
Yeah, I don't think there's an obsession with January 6th, but it is a legitimate question. And given what you just said there, and as Trump is getting closer to, as he's a presumptive Republican nominee, he has said he would pardon, he's considered a blanket pardon for everyone on January 6th. Are you saying that shouldn't happen? People who beat up cops should be excluded from that?
Well, I think what President Trump has said, and of course he can speak for himself, but I pay pretty close attention to what he says. And I think what the president has said is that people who have this double standard applied to them.
I like how she says an exact quote of Trump, what Donald Trump has said. And then he says, well, really what he's trying to say
should be pardoned. And
amazing. What brand of eyeliner do you think he uses? I don't know, but I want him to drop his makeup routine so bad. That shit never smudges. This is amazing. This was an amazing clip. Good job, CNN. Man. Anyways. Next. Getting back to, I told you guys, all right? We're ending on good notes. We're ending on good notes. To wrap up the Ethan Hila Klein segment of like, oh yeah, and then also after she posted this female pilot who participated in the attack on Iran, Israeli women are heroes. She later posted an apology. I would like to apologize for my recent story, reshare about the female Israeli pilot being a hero. It came off as glorifying violence, which wasn't my intention at all. But I understand that's how it came off. I wanted to highlight the difference between women's lack of rights in Iran under the Ayatollah and women in Israel being given agency to even fight in combat. That being said, it's not the best timing or situation to make such a point. War is terrible and should never be glorified. And I'm very sorry for the post. Dude, I cannot believe we're doing. I cannot believe we're doing this one. We're doing this meme. They say the next ones will be sent by a woman. Makes you really feel like you're a part of history. I just don't have the words for it, man. Nothing to say, no comment. Anywho, but as you all know, I'm going to end on a really fun note on this topic, which is this. Well, two things, actually. I can't believe I've missed so much. So much happened while I was away. It made me so sad. But it's kind of fun because now this stream is like for everybody else who's been living under a rock, or for people who have been living under a rock. It's a fun catch-up stream on everything. No, not ending the stream. This, I don't know how many of you saw, but the Ethan Klein Kavanaugh suit is finally over.
We were both pretty much like ready to move on with our lives, very much so. And well, I'm excited to announce that the lawsuit is finally over.
Wow, congrats.
It's over. We worked it out. And Cav, I actually sat with him one-on-one for a long time, and we chatted, and we got on very, we're besties. We're besties now.
That must have been surreal.
You know how I am.
Sure.
We kind of hit it off immediately.
Wow.
Yeah, you can get along with anybody.
He's we got on well. He was very nice, and to be honest, he was super reasonable too. And I think we're all just relieved that it's over. This time, I think we were both.
But wait, there's another clip. think I don't have the clip on hand. Damn it. This Mike tweet, how much did Ethan pay him? There was another one. Oh, man, I don't have it. Maybe somebody else can post it. Where Ethan says, no, really, we can't just, what? I'll look at this in a second. Hold up. Maybe here?
Ethan bought another friend? How sweet.
2 years to the day.
Wow.
I'm so happy for him. He's so good at buying friends.
Last time we didn't find terms, amicable terms. This time I think we were both pretty much like ready to move on with our lives, very much so. And well, I'm excited to announce that the lawsuit is finally over.
Wow. Congrats.
It's over. We worked it out.
Not this one. There's another one that I saw. This lawsuit settled. Oh no, dude. Oh. Here it is.
We will be with peace and love. We are saying no more Ryan Kavanaugh. Thank you, thank you. We will be cutting
way worse than Ian leaving.
And we can't disparage him either, Dan. So just
Yeah, sorry. To translate to everybody here, we worked it out. It means that Ethan Klein just paid a huge sum of money to make this problem go away.
be careful.
What is Ian? Okay.
Just saying, be very careful, because I really can't disparage him.
Let me play it again for you guys.
Thank you, thank you. We will be cutting
way worse than Ian leaving.
And we can't disparage him either, Dan. So just be careful.
What is Ian? Okay.
Just saying, be very careful, because I really can't disparage him.
With peace and love, we're moving on from the Kavanaugh situation, and we'll be deleting all the Kavanaugh segments with peace and love. Also, Dan, I'm really serious. Please don't disparage him. Please don't disparage him.
But why would I?
Your buddy.
Yeah,
why
no,
would you?
legitimately.
It's your bro.
I'm being totally honest when I say he was very, very reasonable and accommodating and getting this thing done with. So with peace and love, we will be removing all mentions of Ryan Kavanaugh from the H3 show.
Thank you, thank you.
After the date of, well, we have in the next 30.
And just so you guys can get an idea of what this looked like before,
The best fans. You guys are
this
so
was a
passionate.
clip that the Leftovers people found from 2023.
And amazing and so supportive. And I'm going to need your support because this Ryan Kavanaugh lawsuit is not going away. So I'm going to need you guys to back me up. Actually, yeah, let me take this opportunity. Fuck Ryan Kavanaugh. Fuck Ryan Kavanaugh. Fuck Ryan Kavanaugh.
Ryan Kavanaugh.
This is from 2023, June 2023. This is exactly 2 years ago.
Hey, did you guys hear?
A little over a week, but 2 years ago.
Drive angry.
Drive angry, huh? Actually, this is unrelated, but I got a phone call. And my lawyer, literally right before I got on stage, it kind of bummed me out, but it's okay. But Ryan, I offered him a lot of fucking money to settle it, and he said no. So, he said no. He said no to me on my birthday.
Aww.
You know? So,
My lawyer can't do shit.
Harvey, you should say that. Should say that. So if you guys are tired of hearing Ryan Kavanaugh, I'm sorry, because
What happened in the 2 years after you offered him a huge amount of money and he said no?
with peace and love, we are saying no more Ryan Kavanaugh. Thank you, thank you. We will be cutting
way worse than Ian leaving.
And we can't disparage him either, Dan. So just be careful.
What is Ian? Okay.
Just saying, be very careful.
Be very
Because
careful.
I really can't disparage him. But why would I?
He's your buddy.
Yeah,
Why
No,
would you?
legitimately.
It's your bro.
I'm being totally honest when I say he was very, very reasonable and accommodating and getting this thing done with. So with peace and love, we will be removing all mentions of Ryan Kavanaugh from the H3 show.
Thank you. Thank you.
After the date of, well, we have, in the next 30 days, we're going to start doing as much as we can. After the date of July the 12th, no more Ryan Kavanaugh clips on the H3 show. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
With peace and love.
He was very reasonable and accommodating. Translation: I begged him not to ruin my life. Dude, I want to see what that settlement looks like so bad. He probably had to pay so much money. And then they put in a clause. Well, I don't know if it'd be considered a clause, but you have to delete all mentions of me. And then you have to publicly apologize. Oh, dude. Oh, my God.
Serious warning. No disparaging Ryan Kavanaugh.
I'm warning you.
Yeah. But I think we're all very relieved that this is over, and I wish him, and this is, I'm not being forced to say this, I wish him the best. There it is. That comes from my heart. What's so funny, Dan? Don't respond. Well, it's been a long time coming, you know. It's been a whole lot of hubbub.
I get it. It's just.
I understand why you're laughing. It's a whole lot of hubbub, you know. But
Friendly fire will not be tolerated. Oh, fuck, dude. That's amazing.
You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein.